On this special edition of the official TeamDBAH Podcast number 46, it's a spectacular E3 event. Why don't you join us and save the Queen?
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the official TeamDBAH Podcast number 46. I am your host and anchor, Charlie Danger 82. With us tonight we have war correspondent Craig over here.
Hello.
Hello, Craig. We have Secretary of Defense for TeamDBAH, Randall. Hello, Randall.
Howdy, everybody.
We have the consulate from our UK office, Jamie.
Aloha.
Or Hawaii. and we have our it's close enough to Canada to be our Canadian ambassador, Trevor. Good to have you, Trevor. All right. Thank you all for coming tonight. We have a very you've lost your LA fucking privileges. Shut up. Now, you're here for a very special reason tonight, gentlemen. It is E3 2014.
Woo! Hype.
Dun dun dun.
That's the remix.
Let the klaxons roll.
Yeah. So yes. So let's just dive headlong into it. It's probably going to be a longer episode, boys and girls. So hopefully, we'll if we get to game sales or anything like that, that'll be a wonderful surprise. We also have to consider that Jamie is our UK correspondent, and it's awful fucking late over there. So go to teamdbah.blogspot.com to check out all the videos of the stuff that we talk about today. That we tried to get everything that they talked about onto every trailer, squeezed in there. So check it out. Also check out Dave's review of Watch Dogs on the PS4. So without further ado, E3 2014. Before we get into it, impressions.
Impressions of who?
There's a nice Jimmy Carr right
there. So far, I like what I see. I like it. I'm actually interested a little bit more now in a Wii U.
Same here.
Oh.
So it's
yeah,
good.
Nintendo kind of killed it with their in a good way. Like everything they announced was pretty awesome.
With their self-fighting figures.
Yeah, Mii's.
Yep. And the Zelda. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the Zeldas and the
Yep.
And so you guys
Mobi thing.
Your Mobius. So you two believe that that Nintendo, the dark horse, kind of came out from out of nowhere and sort of like jumped into the forefront.
I don't know about the forefront, but they're definitely kind of getting closer to the fray.
Okay.
Yeah, I think next year will probably be Nintendo's year. Because I think what happened was this year Microsoft had to make up for last year. Because this year they made it a point to say everything they're going to talk about were just about games, which they didn't do that last year. Mm-hmm. And Sony is more like kind of waxing and buffing their new car. Mm-hmm. Like everyone's all happy and excited that they're the new everything was new last year, but now they're kind of detailing it, buffing it and such. So
yeah. Jamie, so what are your impressions so far, Jamie?
What, of E3 in general or just Microsoft at the moment?
Oh no, E3 in general.
I think it's been a pretty good year. I don't think anyone's done a disappointing presentation so far.
Okay. Personally, I like a lot of what I saw in the Microsoft presentation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree with Craig that they really detailed the shit out of that car. They rolled out the new Batmobile last year, and it was an awesome Batmobile. And now they're just pointing out again that it's a Batmobile.
They're putting Ben
And,
Affleck inside of it.
No, not even.
Yeah.
He's not even in the building yet. He's just like talking. They're talking about Ben Affleck being in the building, but
Right.
Ben Affleck's not in the building yet. He's outside. They're going to wait for the appropriate time. But for now, here's that thing that now comes in white. Come September, and I'm glad I held off because I'm going to be getting that fucking Destiny bundle. But we'll get to it soon. On with the fucking countdown. All right, so Microsoft came in and they came in first with their presentation, and that was at what, 9 o'clock on 9 p.m. No, 9 a.m. Sorry.
Right. That was like what, 1 o'clock here, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, around 12 o'clock. It was around lunchtime, around here-ish. And they had themselves a bit of a full plate there. Started off strong with nice little Call of Duty Advanced Warfare footage.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That
A lot
gentleman,
of limbs lost.
that guy lost everything, I think, because he had his arm stuck with his little Elysium suit on, and then that shit blew up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But everything up to that looked fucking pristine as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really impressive. It didn't look like a Call of Duty game.
As a matter of fact, you know that the gun they were using? When I first watched the trailer, when he fired the whole clip and went to reload, I noticed he looked at it, and it looked like he kind of pushed a couple buttons with his hand and then just put it back down. I was like, what the hell? Why didn't he pull a clip out or nothing? Apparently, it's a 3D printer gun where it prints out bullets to re-inject into itself.
Wow.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
That's the future.
That's what I said. I was like, and apparently everything that they put into the game is really stuff that they're developing
I'm actually
for
here now.
armies in the real life.
Oh, DARPA and their wacky stuff.
DARPA chief. Wow.
So
Damn, man.
If there's a 3D printer gun out there somewhere in the real life, I want it.
Dude, and those grenades?
Oh
Oh shit, Charlie's back.
We get a 3D printer
Trevor.
and a fridge.
I asked you stuff 3 times already, so you can sit down for a little bit. The 3D printer gun is
You
fucking
had the
awesome.
chance.
The grenades are awesome, but I just, like I said, it looks like a great game. It just doesn't look like a Call of Duty game.
yeah, yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though?
It's not a bad thing, but I don't know. The jury is still out in my case. I think it looks interesting. I'm definitely going to buy it. I'm definitely going to play the hell out of it.
Mhm.
It should be called something else.
Yeah, it's interesting that both Call of Duty and Battlefield are going away from what they're comfortable with and trying new things. And I don't know, maybe this is where they draw the line and say, this is not what we are, this is what we are, and they'll either go forward and do new crap every year, or they'll just go back to what they're comfortable with.
Well, Call of Duty's being made. They're doing that 3-year, that like tier thing.
Right.
So every 2 years, like the same company will make a sequel.
Yeah.
So I think next year is Treyarch's.
Well, that's what I'm wondering about
Call
Battlefield,
of Duty.
because Visceral's making Battlefield Hardline, and DICE is the one that develops the normal series, I guess it would be.
I think, that I think is actually kind of like a placeholder
Yeah.
because everyone wants Battlefront, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So DICE, they have a chance to redeem themselves since Battlefield 4 was so wonderfully buggy
Mm-hmm.
and glitchy.
It's a word for it.
So there's a couple words for it.
You know, it's strange that you said Visceral is working on a Battlefield title. I'm sorry, the only thing I saw that Visceral could have been working on is the new Halo game, seeing as though not only does it look like Isaac Clarke, the dude's name is Agent Clark. But we'll get to that.
That's way in
So-
the future.
Way in the future.
Way.
Seriously. The way back. So Killer Instinct 2.
Yeah, that looks pretty awesome.
Fucking A, man.
It actually makes me want to pay for the content instead of using the free characters.
Now, do
I
you have
saw
to
that-
pay for all of them, or can you get them from playing?
Well, I think every month they rotate a character out. So I think the first one is Jago. They did the Ice Guy, and I don't know what it is now because I haven't played in a while. But you can pay like $20 to unlock everybody, And then I think with the Season 2, if you pay the Season 2 pass, you unlock everybody in that season. But they've only announced one character so far.
I really liked Full Gore. Like what I saw of Full Gore.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I just like Jago because I played with him the most, and it's easy to learn his crap.
But not Jaga from the Thundercats.
No, not that.
Okay.
They need a Thundercats game.
They do. They do.
Shit, yeah, they do. And not Jagoff.
No.
The lesser known fighter. Who uses a very sticky substance, much like Spider-Man, but it doesn't come out of his wrists.
Oh my.
Damn.
So moving on.
But yeah, what was the
Dragon
name
Age.
of the character they, just for namesake? Do you know the name
Shit.
of the character?
What was the name of the character?
She was in the original. I just completely spaced it right now.
I was flipping through notes.
I got it right here somewhere. Cockpeeler the Unquenchable. Oh,
There
no,
we
wait,
go,
that's the wrong game.
DLC.
That's the wrong game.
Oh.
DLC.
That's a website for later.
Hey, Trevor, do you have the answer? There we go.
Some things? Yes.
Oh, there we
Not
go.
everything, though.
Okay, do you have the answer for that specific question?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't think any of us do. That was a shitty bunch of journalism, boys.
Yes, you guys are sucky.
On everybody.
Charlie,
on
you're better at the
everybody's
job you paid to do.
myself and- Right, shut up and sit down. You're good at it right now. All right, now, what else do we got? Yeah. Hey, man, dude, guy left me hanging twice.
Hey,
You don't leave
well,
me
I
behind
originally
in the
said
box.
I'd be back, and then you guys just continued on without me.
I did not hear that.
Nobody heard that. Nobody.
Well, you were gone, Charlie.
I heard that. Said no one ever. Yeah. Yeah. See. I know the lingo that the kids use.
Yeah. So who's
But Charlie,
in 4 to 5?
you know quite well what I have to say because you've seen the screenshot of the list that was after Microsoft even.
Oh, I know. So, we have our top experts looking for the new character, but while we are looking for that, Forza 5,
Yes.
you get a new racetrack.
Yes, I do, and I love the racetrack because it's Nürburgring. I love Nürburgring.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it an accurate representation of Nürburgring? Because I've heard they were
Yes.
having problems actually recreating it.
That was in the previous ones. This one, they actually came out with everything, all the technology possible, and even at the press conference, they said it was like to the millimeter.
Sweet. Maybe I'll have to get that and actually play it.
And it's free as of Monday.
Wait. Forza 5 is free?
No.
No.
Oh,
Is that available?
No, Forza 5 is actually still, I think now $40 instead of $60.
okay. I was about to say, holy shit! I am definitely jumping.
So
in.
what's,
No, but
what's free?
the Nürburgring.
Oh,
So that's free.
And then right after that, they announced a new game.
Yes, they did announce Forza Horizon 2, which I still probably not get because I didn't like the first Horizon.
What's the difference?
More cars,
The number 2.
probably.
The number 2.
More cars than the number 2.
And dynamic rain.
Okay then.
So to Killer Instinct, the fighter's name is TJ Combo.
Aha.
TJ Combo.
Yes.
Perhaps he is a combo breaker. Thank you for picking. I feel so fucking alone right now. I really
Yes.
do.
So I mean that's pretty much all you have in Forza because I mean it's a racing game and not many of us here actually play racing games.
They didn't do much. There was a new trailer for Evolve,
Yes, there
featuring
was.
some new classes.
The classes, yes.
Wait, there was new classes?
Yes, it has
They-
gone from 4 players that you could choose from to 8 players you can choose from.
Care to elaborate?
4v1
If you have that info.
is
on
actually
you?
the new hashtag.
4v1?
Yes, 4v1. Yes, because it's 4 players versus the 1 monster.
Yeah.
There is a robot who I believe doesn't like humans or has trouble discerning humans from monsters, so he lets you shoot at them. There's a bigger guy who is a...
There was
Is he-
an assault type, a support type,
Assault
and a
type,
medic.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 shown.
So the same class is just different
Assault,
characters.
support, medic,
Yeah,
something
pretty
else,
much.
some other class, and then the monster itself.
Cool.
With slightly better character designs on the playable characters.
And the monster looks like the Kraken.
Yes. He has all tentacles on his face and shit, so it's like Cthulhu Kraken type hentai impregnator thing.
I believe that's the name they stuck with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey man, if they could have that one fucking title for that new Dead Rising 3 arcade thing, then they probably would have that title. So, what was everybody's reaction to that co-op Assassin's Creed Unity trailer?
2 things. One, the 4 admins right again, and RT needs to do a let's play.
We need to do a let's play, a DBAH.
A DBAH. Yes, you forget that there's more than 4 of us now.
I was referring to the Gears players at the time though.
Oh, I know. But that in itself also, if ever there was a system seller,
Yes, that requires you to get the next console.
Oh, yeah.
if I can afford one after I get my PS4, then I will definitely be playing with you guys on that. Because that looked like fucking hotness.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The character models look awesome for the 4 dudes. I know I texted Heather with the trailers, and she's starting to save her money now. But it looked phenomenal. It really did, and made me think a lot about myself. Made me do a lot of soul searching.
Right. Well, speaking of Assassin's Creed, while we're on
and financial searching,
right. I was looking at the list of things that were on that they're supposed to be at the expo and whatnot, and just above Assassin's Creed Unity is Assassin's Creed Comet for PS3 and Xbox 360.
Oh.
And that, I have no idea what it is, but it's on the list. So, what's going on, Ubisoft? Can we get some info on that?
Wild speculation time. Comet is something that moves very fast, and since this is speculated as a direct sequel to Assassin's Creed 4,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the Comet might be the name of a ship,
Right.
and probably center on ship-to-ship combat. That's my wild speculation. For all I know, somebody has a tattoo of a comet on their ass, and you gotta chase that person. I have no
Or
fucking idea.
Assassin's Creed in space, maybe.
Assassin's Creed in space. In space, no one can hear you lurk.
Wouldn't that be Apollo Creed?
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't hear no bell. Ding, ding. So, after they wowed us with that, they had a, pretty generic gameplay trailer for Dragon Age Inquisition. It was really nothing new, but at the same time, it's a very pretty game, if not for a terribly designed helmet.
Well, then it wouldn't be Dragon Age.
I mean, think about it. With those fins on the wings coming out of the cheek area, you have a very limited range of movement on where you can, move your head. Because that's going to be stabbing right into your shoulder on either side of you.
I first off, I was assuming you're talking about the other cheeks because you mentioned asses earlier. So I was concerned at first.
Wow.
God.
Yes. In Dragon Age, you cannot sit down anywhere because you have large fan armor sticking out of your ass. Apparently. On your face. On your ass face. I don't know.
Yes.
Aisha Tyler. All right, now, the next thing they did was a pretty big trailer for Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, that was cool. I like that.
It was pretty cool. I like
what? The fourth wall? Where'd you go?
Yeah, no, seriously.
You pretty much picked up the fourth wall and started playing with it.
It was sort of like Deadpool. It was sort of like Deadpool, Saints Row, Infamous. Although, looking at him surfing along the wires and everything, I'm like, okay, Insomniac, I know it's you. It's okay.
It's like they're remaking Brink.
They put their name on the door that he jumped through in the beginning of the trailer,
Yes.
though.
Yeah, and it's Brink done right because it's third person parkour as
And
opposed
comedic. And highly comedic.
Oh yeah. And I like the fact that he ended it with, of course you're the hero, it's a fucking video game. You know? I like that. You know, it's a nice little touch. It looks a lot better than the original trailer they showed last year.
Yeah. Well, they've had a year.
And they've actually showed some gameplay from it, so kudos to them for that.
It's such some good gameplay.
Yeah. So definitely something to look forward to. Harmonix came in to tell us about Dance Central Spotlight and Disney Fantasia Music Evolved.
But that was just like, hey, it's happening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But actually, you're missing something, Charlie, before that.
What's that?
Dead Rising 3 DLC.
Oh, I had that under the next one. My apologies.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have the full name for that, Trevor?
Give me a moment, because I didn't listen to Dead Rising 3 DLC because the name was too long for me. Got it.
And you got
Dead
it?
Rising 3 Super Ultra Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX plus Alpha.
Every time I hear that name, I laugh.
Sounds like they just put a bunch of different words in a hat and pulled them out in random order.
Where you can play as every Capcom character ever. So enjoy going Hadouken into a pile of zombies.
No. You can play as every Capcom character ever as the 4 people from Dead Rising.
I would play it.
True. But still.
Do you know how... Yeah, I thought it was pretty ew myself. Do you know how excited I was when I saw that you could be that guy from Onimusha 4?
No.
He was very
you should have
excited.
seen the rest of us.
And then in my head I'm like, why isn't there an Onimusha next gen game?
See, here's the thing though. My real question is, and it's the same question Luke had, can you be the Contra dude?
Maybe.
Huh.
That's a good question.
Maybe if you put the code in.
Oh shit! But wait, you're right. It's all Capcom characters. Why could you be the?
Yeah.
Why could you be the Contra guys? They're from Konami.
Isn't Konami? Wait. Didn't Konami?
Konami's
Capcom?
not Capcom.
Wait, who did Konami buy or become?
I would say I thought Konami should have acquired Capcom.
Because I thought there was something where they acquired them and then they changed the logo by moving like I don't know, like flip the colors around or something like that.
That's
I
crazy.
don't remember that.
I'll look at it.
Neither.
I remember
More to come.
hearing it somewhere. But yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty fun. It looks like a good old fashioned beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, Dead Rising game, just with Capcom characters. They also did something on Fable Legends.
Yes, they managed to announce the beta that you can now be part of.
Right.
And attempt to be part of. Yes.
Mhm.
They also
announced the
showed
beta.
gameplay.
They show some gameplay. They show the villain mode
Indeed.
where you can your friends, all 4 of your friends can play as the heroes of it, and you can play the monster. I mean villain. I didn't see anything else like it anywhere at E3. It's just so amazing, the originality of it. Evolve.
Exactly.
And it seems like your 4 friends can have a lot of fun doing cool little third-person action RPG stuff, and you can play an RTS if you're a villain. Okay.
No.
All right.
You enjoy playing tower defense. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. You're playing a tower defense / I don't know. It looks stupid. Sorry.
Hey, it was exactly what I thought it was.
I'm not Ever since Fable 1, I haven't liked any of the franchise. But Fable 1, the original Fable, was one of my favorite games of all time.
Ever?
Ever. Project Spark looked pretty interesting. With the amount of...
So, Conquer?
Okay, that I couldn't believe.
People lost over that.
People did lose it over that, and I really didn't see why, because I was never part of the N64 craze.
Well,
So,
I mean, Conker broke the fourth wall, saying it's been 10 years since I've had a fucking game. When I
Right.
hear.
Is it?
well,
So.
true. And now I guess it's a selling point, and now we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of indie Conker games. Yay! I can't wait.
All of the nuts and fur balls.
Yep.
And a talking toilet.
Yep.
Or talking piece of shit, or I don't know. So, all right. So,
And then.
so I normally don't like getting my balls kicked completely in.
Only halfway. Halfway's good.
Right. And when I say completely in, I mean kicked in so far as my balls go to where my heart was and knock my heart out of myself. So there was a trailer for a little game called Ori and the Blind Forest. And I'm sitting there watching it with Craig. And, the little guy came back to give food to the big guy. And the big guy was unresponsive. Not moving, and then the little guy went and cried on top of the mountain.
While it was raining on him.
I had to go after that, take a walk, collect myself, my thoughts.
Because of that damn owl.
Because the fucking owl from Secret of Nim came in and fucked everybody up. Don't trust owls, kids.
Owls are dicks.
And you heard it here first, folks. Owls are dicks.
He kind of
on a
like the owl
t-shirt.
from Secret of Nim.
Yeah, he was wizened, but mean. He was tough but fair. Yes, but you heard it here first from our UK correspondent, Jamie. Owls are dicks. Do they deliver you the wrong mail at school? Because I've seen movies where they do that.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Am I the only one that got that?
I got it.
Okay. Am I the only one that found that hilarious?
Please don't dignify
I was
that
laughing
one.
silently.
Oh, shit.
I'm not gonna laugh because it's a common problem around here. Damn house. Break the
I'm
damn
sorry.
chimney.
So, all right. I'm going to hand this over to you guys because you guys are... I'm only going to make the odd Isaac Clarke reference and, probably shit all over it. So, all right. So there was a game from 343. Why don't you guys talk about it?
The Halo Master Chief Collection? Is that what you're talking about, Charlie?
Well, there's that one, and then there's that other game that they kind of alluded to with Agent...
Well, how about we just talk about the one that they actually talked about the most first?
Sure.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Go for it.
Or not.
Master Chief Collection is
Yep.
something just fantastic. Halo
Okay.
1 anniversary, Halo Combat Evolved anniversary, Halo 2 anniversary, Halo 3 and Halo 4, all for Xbox One at $60.
Uh-huh. That's a pretty good value.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
And
value.
it's 4,000 gamer score.
4,000 gamer
So-
score. And
so wait,
4,000
Jamie,
gamer score.
So how does that work? Do they give you 4,000 points for buying it?
No,
Or
you
that's
just have
after you beat everything?
after you beat everything again.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh yes, and you also get all 110 maps. You also get Halo Nightfall, which is kind of like a sequel to
Forward onto
Forward
Dawn.
Unto Dawn, and Halo 5 Beta Access.
That is a lot of stuff for $60.
Yep.
That is all on one disc.
Yes,
Now,
and also the anniversaries, the 2 anniversary games, they're pretty much just graphic ports. There might be bug fixes. However, they were pretty much saying it's everything is original from the original Xbox.
so
So
what I'm
Super
wondering
jumping.
though is since they just, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago shut down, what was it, the Halo 2 servers? Are they like reopening new dedicated ones for Xbox One? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
everything is being is on dedicated servers for Halo Master Chief Collection.
interesting. And of course, it comes with the Halo Nightfall TV show or web series. I'm sorry, and a beta for the Halo 5 Guardians, multiplayer.
They had
Yes.
a little clip of the multiplayer beta, and it actually looked a little bit
It was more arena, actually.
yeah, just like charging inwards.
Yeah.
And fun thing that I noticed about Guardians is a certain quote Dino was speaking through all of it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. That's what made me think about what Guardians could possibly be about.
What do you think it's going to be about?
Maybe we're living some of the Arbiter's story as to what the fuck happened to him, and maybe he, I don't know, transcends and comes back and tries to tell Master Chief to calm the fuck down. That Cortana isn't that important.
Or bro, move on.
Yeah, that one works too.
Randall has just made me so fucking terrified for Halo Guardians that I nearly crap myself.
Wow.
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
When I play, and I've said this about another game in the Halo franchise, with a 2 at the end. You see, when I play a Halo game, I want to play a Spartan. I used to say I wanted to play Master Chief, but I liked ODST and Reach a lot. So
Yes, that's actually something Luke and I also were both pissed with. It's that ODST was not included in the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
but then again, it's also called the Master Chief Collection.
Well, technically, he's in the very last Easter egg in Reach. But anyway,
he's an Easter egg in Reach. That's the thing.
I digress.
Master Chief plus friends.
I want to play a Spartan going around and shooting either Covenant or grunts or brutes or what have you.
Shooting something.
I don't want to be Frogman walking around knifing people.
And wouldn't it be a bitch if they brought back the Flood?
Dino Hunters activate.
Hey man.
Well, shit.
It seems the Flood follows Arbiter anywhere he fucking goes.
Seriously. Just stay down. Just stay in your retirement. Talk about the Franks being over the beans. It's okay. Just go. Talk about the glory days. Where you fought Roddy Piper.
If I talk about the glory days, Halo 2 Infection.
Talk about the glory days when you were a gargoyle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Glory days of gargoyle? Okay, I'll tell you about those.
No,
the glory days of the gargoyle were all like...
Go again. Him and his fucking gargoyles. You know, he never shuts up about the gargoyles.
To be fair, you did Steiner.
Like we didn't get enough of that the other night, am I right? Anyway, so...
What was your speculation on Sir Clark?
My speculation is, if you've ever played Dead Space 3, I guess he landed and he's working for the USA.
Yeah, Charlie. Speaking of that, did you ever manage to get the DLC for that?
I did not.
Okay, because that's something we have to do.
That's true. That's true. But the thing of it is, the dude's name is Clark, Agent Clark. Mm-hmm. The dude looks exactly like Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, only like with Spartan armor on. It looks just a little too close. I know that, you know, when you have something armored, you have to go and, you know, it's a struggle to keep things a little different. Like if you saw any of the production designs for the new N7 armor for Mass Effect 4, it almost looks like armor from Halo. You know, after a while it gets done, but because they changed the visor to blue, it just makes it look even more like the Isaac Clarke N7 armor that was in Dead Space 3. Motherfucker looks like Isaac Clarke. Boom, done. Moving on.
Boom. Well, when we see the next gameplay, if you see a health pack on the back of his back, then it's definitely Isaac Clarke.
Then I'm setting the damn studio on fire.
No, not the studio! Think about the audience.
343 was set on fire by a guy claiming "da-ba."
Whoa. I never said 343.
Wait, which studio? Our studio? You're going to come to each one of our houses? Oh, yeah.
We're back.
So, since we're quite a long ways in, you want to move along to Sony, or do we got more stuff on Microsoft? Kind of. You're kind of
That's weird because you sound.
Yeah, I was just doing that on purpose.
Damn it.
Can I tell you how much I hate you?
Can I tell you how much I love fucking...
Oh, God.
Can I tell you how much I love Skype?
Oh, yeah. It's the best fucking feature ever.
How do I
Call
sound
drops
now?
when you least... You're good now.
Oh, sweet. You're on fucking speakerphone. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like you're on my goddamn house.
Hide Charlie's people that are there.
Oh yes, it's
No, I'm not like Trevor. I don't have 50 people in my fucking room.
There you go.
I told them. They came here anyways.
Put duct tape over their faces.
What?
Say the African forced me to. They can hate me. It's cool.
Why you gotta make it racist? You always have to make it
Hey,
racial.
it's not racist. It's African. That's my name.
You know I have a problem calling you that every time.
Can we get
It's like-
that on a
I don't-
T-shirt?
It's like I'm not supposed. It's like I'm not allowed to call him this.
I just want a T-shirt now. I want a T-shirt now that says "It's not racist. It's my name."
Fucking fantastic. I think Jamie wins the contest for the shirt idea.
5 weeks later.
Yeah, we got Crackdown to still talk about, so...
We got Crackdown, we got Phantom Dust, and we got Witcher 3.
We've got several other studios.
By the way, there's also the indie shit. But I mean, that's
So
the
good fuck the indie shit.
Wait, Plague.
Oh, what, Plague? On Sony?
Yeah.
Or Microsoft?
Yeah, the Pandemic Plague game is coming to Microsoft.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No.
That's awesome.
Freaks.
I don't see that on the list.
No,
that
it's
was
not
in
called
the indie
Plague,
list.
though.
No,
What?
it was in the indie list though.
That is an awesome fucking game.
I do like the game.
Endemic. It's called Endemic, right?
Endemic? Or...
I believe it was.
Like
Endemic or Plague.
Endemic.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
And there's a new fucking Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I've never
Yes.
really got into Tomb Raider games. I got the last, not the
That's
last
on-
one, but the one before that, and I
That's
played the
gonna be on
first
everything,
level.
though.
But anyways.
But if we don't bring it up, we'll be considered sexist.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Yes, that's why we have to bring it up.
We were ordered by the court to bring it up every time.
And the
That's
Queen.
again what she says every night.
You're only going to make the settlement worse.
No. What she says every night is you were ordered by the court to stay 50 yards away.
Oh, yeah, that's actually, we don't talk about that.
Oh. I wasn't supposed to say that about what happened last. Oh boy.
3, 2, I'm just kidding.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't remember where we left off with Master Chief, I'm assuming.
Oh Jesus.
Oh. But we're done with that, so we're going on. Moving on.
We're moving on from that. Okay.
Isaac Clarke, we love you. Not really.
That's Clark, we love you. Well, I do.
He does. He wants to buy you flowers.
I want to kiss him like a man.
So what do you guys think
Kiss another
about
man.
Crackdown? The new Crackdown looks pretty fucking amazing. And the trailer was...
agents.
Love the CGI-ness and Ducky. That's all I gotta say about it is Ducky.
See, the
It's
thing
a-
was, I was at work watching all of this stuff, so I caught the beginning of it, had to go fax some things, and then caught the end where they fling that big truck into the window, and I was like, holy shit, is that what we get to do in this game?
I'm hoping.
You never
Actually,
know.
no,
Maybe.
wait. I'm actually not hoping because that would be the whole fucking game that we saw in the trailer then.
Right? Just flinging trucks into buildings.
Yeah. I mean, if that's a core mechanic, all right.
So what were your guys' impressions on Crackdown?
I never played the second one. The first one was pretty cool. I liked the stylized nature of it. And it didn't really have any gameplay stuff, so it's kind of a wait and see.
Agreed.
Yeah. Feel the same way. It's probably fun if you play with people and not just single player.
Well, what, any of the Crackdowns, were they multiplayer? Because I've only played whatever the free one was, and I've played like maybe an hour or two of it.
I believe the second one was multiplayer.
Yes, the second one was. It was like 4 players, and it was even more fun.
Like a co-op deal or like mini
Yes,
games type
co-op.
things?
Co-op. And you can make whatever mini games you want out of it.
Huh.
So
That's pretty
basically,
cool.
they showed some core gameplay. They didn't give any details or release anything other than that. Was that pretty much what they did for that?
Yeah,
Did they show any core gameplay?
Well, actually, I meant,
Oh, the cinematics.
yeah, that one. That's what
Yes. Yeah, that's about all I saw from that. It wasn't like the Witcher 3 trailer, or better known as How to Kill Your Griffin.
And some bandits.
Did you know that guy's looking for a
How to
griffin?
kill some bandits.
What was
how,
that?
how to track down a griffin. How to hit on a girl, and how to kill bandits.
Hey, what else do you need?
That's right. What
It's
were you
a
going to say,
perfect
Jamie?
life. No, I was just saying, guy was chasing a griffin.
Yes, he was.
That must make you mad being your house
Is
mascot
that
and
a
all.
common problem in airports?
Why did the griffins never get any love?
Oh no!
They're such gentle creatures.
Look, Buckbeat was an exception, not the rule.
No, he was a hippogriff.
A hippogriff.
Looks like
Sorry,
the same thing.
Hufflepuff?
Something like that.
What are we? I'm just gonna leave that one.
So
Stoners.
they are, and Harry Potter.
Harry
We
Potter.
love you.
What else do we
Harry.
have for Microsoft on deck?
They showed the Phantom Dust reboot, which is a reboot of something that came out. Phantom Dust came out at the nigh end of the original Xbox lifespan, and it was a really interesting, weird game.
Mhm.
And stylistically, it looks similar, but not exactly the same. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with it. It's all about like psionic fighting.
Huh. Did that one
Like
have a trailer as well?
telekinesis and
Because
all
I
that
do
shit.
not remember that one.
Yeah, that one
It
was
was a
just a very
short
brief trailer.
Trailer.
Yeah, it was really short and very brief, but it was pretty neat. And they showed some gameplay for The Division.
Yeah, that they did.
And you
That was
got to
fun.
take people out quiet,
Oh yeah.
or you're gonna fuck things up for everybody.
Then it all goes south.
So there's a note to everyone who is on DBAH who plays with me.
Don't be a hero. Be stealthy.
Okay, and don't let me take headshots because you know I'm gonna miss. So I'll be back
Just throw
here.
that out there.
Like Charlie,
I'll be
you're the
back
only one with a
here.
shot. Take it. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know how normally, like, there's bodyguards that tackle down people who are getting shot at? There'd be people tackling down Charlie to stop him shooting.
Pretty much.
No, wait. He's not in knife range. Wait your turn.
This is not Warface.
He's trying to snipe. Get him.
Ah, memories. Anyway, but yeah, aside from that and a cinematic Rise of the Tomb Raider trailer, which is the next chapter in the rebooted Lara Croft, that was it for the Microsoft press conference.
No, they talked more about The Division there.
Did they? Or did they talk more about that in the Ubisoft press conference?
They talked about The Division because I actually did them in order, my list. Because when
Okay.
Phantom Dust, The Division, and Skillbound.
Okay. Oh, fuck, Scalebound. You're right.
What more was there about the Division there, dear sir?
Yeah, you made a point of bringing it up, so we'll talk about it.
What they did, that was actually when they first showed the whole what was it? They were showing the whole HQ thing then,
Right, you were
taking over the forward command, taking a command
Right.
center, how that worked out with the 4 players.
So
Which
it
I
looked
missed.
like different game modes and stuff like that, pretty much.
No, it wasn't a game mode. That was just something happening, something that else you could do. It was taking one of the female players' base of operations.
and making it your own
Yes. 'Cause
until
that's what
some
they showed
asshole comes
there.
along and takes it from you.
Yes, that's cause I don't know what they
Exactly.
showed in the Ubisoft press conference because that was one thing I missed in Ubisoft trying to get it to work.
And the last one that was on your list?
Scalebound.
No idea what it is. I didn't see anything about that one.
Yeah, that was right before Crackdown.
Scalebound.
I must have been faxing.
Well, oh wow, man.
White Dragon with Dragon.
That's ancient.
Wow.
Just like the dragons.
I don't know what to say to that. But yeah, you fight dragons with you're with your dragon friend.
So Skyrim minus the hero guy.
It's like
I mean,
Skyrim
you
and Monster
like summon
Hunter
armor on you, and
smashed
you summon
together.
your armor.
Well,
Weird.
yeah, you summon your armor through a Walkman.
Put in cassette side B.
Dude, I only wish I was joking. Real talk. Go to teamdebah.blogspot.com and check out the Scalebound trailer. It's the second to last one on the Microsoft press conference. You will see dragon armor coming out of a Walkman.
I definitely will check that out because I
Yes.
guess I missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
But onward and upward.
Onward and upward.
All right. So do I head over to EA now?
We should head over to EA now. And since I did not see the press conference, and since my
Okay.
fucking audio was falling like a fucking comet from the fucking core of the earth, why don't you guys talk about it for a little while? Let my phone warm up.
All right. Well, EA, the way they opened was Star Wars behind the scenes stuff in Battlefront, and then with a great thing at the very end, more coming spring 2015.
Well, I'm interesting to hear about this because I also missed that part of it.
Yes. It was the very first thing they did. They were mentioning how they actually went to the locations where George Lucas went to film all of them. They also went into the Lucas archives to get the figurines he used.
So they went into the Lucas archives and got the figurines to model characters or just for
Yes.
inspiration?
And also to take them into the environments to see how they interacted, because they went to, whatever they went for Hoth, they went to the Redwood Forest for Endor.
Huh.
They went to all of that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm cut
then-
out for that job. I can bring my action figures places and interact in places.
Yeah, sadly,
do that.
by figures, I mean they went to the model Death Star.
Where
Yeah,
do I
all
sign
that.
up for that job?
Don't
Contact
screw it up, Dice.
Yeah, don't
Contact
screw it
EA,
up, guys.
contact EA, Dice, and LucasArts. Give me business.
You want me to contact
And-
Dice?
They were making a Star Wars game. And then immediately afterwards, they went to BioWare. BioWare had some interesting things to say.
Bio, as far as what?
They opened up real softly with some nice Mass Effect music. And
Which
we're
sounds like
talking
whale
about-
sounds when you slow it down a few.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Yeah.
They
Fun
were
facts.
talking. They were talking to the developers and saying, how they wanted to see how the fans wanted, what they wanted. But that's about it. They didn't say anything about what it was, what's in it. They just kind of were saying, "Hey, we're making another Mass Effect game."
You know that they also showed some preliminary art.
They
showed
did.
some art.
They did. They showed some art of someone, the main character in N7 armor, but they have not say it was if it was Shepard or someone else.
So basically, they just teased the hell out of everybody.
Yes,
Yep.
and then they also, if I remember right, they also kind of said something about another game they were making, but that's all they were saying. It's like, hey, we're making something else too.
No lie, that's really what they did.
Well, that's fantastic of them. Thank you, EA.
Yep. And
Really know
then
how to
Sims
market
4.
shit.
It was Sims 4, so I mean, it was just Sims 4.
Sims
To be
4, I'm
fair-
actually looking forward to.
To be
Yes,
fair, that was
and-
the BioWare people.
Oh, well, give you that.
Yeah.
To be fair.
But
But
with the Sims 4,
Sims
I did hear a
4.
little bit about that. They, as far as the new things they're adding, they said they have a whole range of new character thoughts and
They-
emotions and whatnot.
They also went hardcore psychology on you.
Yeah, they that walkthrough that chick did to show you how the Sims thought and how the Sims reacted to things was pretty in depth and probably unnecessary because you probably could have summed that up in a good 2 minutes without saying, "Oh, this is." I mean, I get why they did it, but it could have been handled a different way because just the way they did it was just kind of silly, and they could have done I don't know, maybe had somebody else do like a different kind of let's play, like, oh, this is my day, this is what happened, blah blah blah. But I don't know, the way they presented it just seemed like they were trying to be cutesy about it, and I would rather them just be like, hey, look, here's the mechanics, and this is a guy playing it, and this is how it works.
You can be a mechanic in Sims 4. That's pretty awesome.
I'm pretty sure you probably could.
But then they were, announcing, all of the usual 2015 sports games. But then there was UFC.
Yes. Bruce motherfucking Lee.
Will you
Oh yeah, I've
become
seen that.
watcher?
That's weird.
It's like a single finger pointing towards the moon.
Mhm.
Concentrate on the finger. You miss all that heavenly glory.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
See, my thing about
That's some
that,
real
though,
talk.
adding Bruce Lee into UFC mix is...
Is that fair?
Exactly. Like, he is pretty much unbeatable. Like, unless you have maybe, like, a 5-year-old playing against somebody that's played Xbox forever.
I mean, let's see. What did it take to kill Bruce Lee?
A gut punch.
True.
Hey, you fucking
Or-
ass.
Or was that...
True.
Was it? Was it a gut punch that killed him?
I
Yeah.
thought it was something. I thought it was something else medical, but
He
thought
bought
it
it
was
the same.
I thought
he
it was
bought
an
it essentially the
aneurysm.
same way Houdini did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's...
He wasn't ready for the punch, and even though he had conditioned his body as such that he could take any punch, he wasn't ready for it, and it hit him. Something hemorrhaged. He fucking died.
okay. So I never actually knew too much about him. I always thought it was something probably cancerous or something like that.
Wow.
Surely
Way
if
to
you're-
gloss over a dude's life. Good one,
Surely
dude.
you
Well,
need to always be ready to take a punch if you're going around saying, I can take any punch.
Yes, true.
You
Very
would
true.
think so.
Dude, what if the guy did the classic, hey, look over there? And
Wow.
you looked over there, your guard went down, and boom. Punch. Dead.
Well, then your last words are, oh, you dick.
Pretty much, yeah. It's well documented the last words of Bruce Lee was, oh, you dick.
No, I think it was owls or dicks.
Because he was
Prevalent
punched by an owl.
problem.
But aside from UFC and Sims, EA announced... Was it EA that also was doing the Battlefield, showing the Battlefield stuff?
Actually,
I
that
think
was
everyone
a...
showed it a
EA.
little bit.
Well,
Um.
Sony actually showed... Sony showed a little bit more of
Yeah.
it, too.
Yeah, because they have the
Um,
exclusive beta for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though
Wait.
they'll probably give the DLC to Xbox or Microsoft like they always do.
Hang on. Were you talking about a certain Battlefield?
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Yes. I think we've all seen now that I think it's the two of us who are trying to get PC beta codes.
Yeah, me and you.
Well, best of luck to you, boys.
Yes.
I've been clicking that link all day, every day for the last 2 days and still have not
I
gotten an
mean-
email.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for an email.
I was told if you click it too many times, it'll fall off. Was I misinformed?
Maybe. I don't know. What did you guys think about Dawngate? What did they talk about Dawngate? Or did you?
You got to
I
take it
kinda
away. I
missed
didn't
that
see
one.
the dog gate. Yeah.
Oh, you guys missed Dawngate. Dawngate is EA's mobile attempt.
Real quick,
It,
it sounds like you're saying dong gate.
it is Dawngate, as in
Right,
the gate
but
to
it
dawn.
sounds like you're saying
He said
dong.
dong.
Gate, like a gate for your dong. That's a totally different game.
In the
Then
UK,
I'm
that's
going
what
to
we call our underwear.
Do you want to talk about the game you found in Charlie?
It's called the Zipper.
Charlie wants to talk about a different game.
It's called the Toothy Gate of Dong.
Open the
Wow.
gate. Release the dragon.
Yours is a proud people of dragons.
So this Dawn Gate, what is it?
I think we just covered it, dude.
Did we?
No, but what's it about, Trevor? Preach on. Come on.
Dawngate is EA's attempt to make a MOBA. So LOL, the League of Legends attempt and Dota 2 attempt.
It's
They
their-
didn't necessarily announce when it was gonna be, but I would assume that it's gonna be within the next year or so, because of the all stuff.
I have a question. Do we really
Yeah.
need another MOBA?
Do we need one? No.
No, we don't, not needed, but will it always be them? Yes, because they make money because of microtransactions.
It's not the MOBA that we need. It's the MOBA that we deserve, I guess, or want right now. I forget how it goes, really. It's very mumbled when it was said to me.
I just don't see any console MOBA taking over for Dota or League of Legends.
Guardians of Middle Earth, man. Real talk. When you got Sauron,
Oh yeah.
you didn't know who Sauron was, and then Dave
also-
saw you got Sauron.
I'm not saying that it's not going to be fun. I'm just saying that in like because usually I would assume that if you're making a MOBA, you're going to want like esports type stuff to go along with it, because you're going to draw more of a crowd, you're going to get more microtransactions, blah 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 blah. But I just don't see anything like such as Battlefield and all the other games that are also on PC that people stream. You always see higher numbers from the PC versions of them. So I just don't see it being as popular as them. It's probably going to be fun as hell. I just don't know.
The thing is, though, with both of the consoles being Twitch enabled, do you think that maybe we haven't seen that much? We only see the PC stuff because this is like a burgeoning business. Like this is just starting, really. Because the capabilities are so much easier now, we might be seeing a lot more of the Twitch streaming on the consoles from the MOBAs, maybe?
I could see that if they would have said anything about the Kinect and fixing it and making it better, because my experience streaming with Twitch with the Kinect is pretty horrid. It drops off the middle of stream. Every now and then it'll put you in that little screen that says I'm looking through personal stuff, even when you're playing the game still. It has like this little pause screen that shows a green guy like staring at a TV or whatever. But I don't know, the Twitch app just for me doesn't work on the Xbox One very well.
Jamie, has Dave mentioned how the Twitch app works on the PS4 at all?
He probably has, yeah, but
So does someone want to talk about Mirror's Edge 2?
Yeah, somebody talk about Mirror's Edge 2.
It looks awesome.
Jamie.
I didn't play Mirror's Edge 1, but I did see I've seen a few Let's Plays of it and whatnot. So it looks a lot better than the first one. It looks like it's a lot smoother, like the actions that you take and whatnot. But I'm interested in getting it.
And you get to find out how Faith becomes Faith. I think it's actually like a prequel or backstory.
She goes to church, son.
Right.
But yeah, EA was pretty much games or sports games, and a few little nuggets of surprise. What EA usually does.
Kind of maybe want to play a PGA Tour. You can play through that Battlefield map.
Oh.
Yes, Frostbite and golf. That's all I gotta say. Is, no, I'm done.
I'm wondering.
Wait. PGA Golf is done with the Frostbite engine?
Yes.
Yes. The new one is.
Good lord.
In the trailer, they showed you playing a hole on one of the Battlefield maps.
Yeah, so it was like a burning battleship.
Yeah, so like what they did, they ended up taking one of the new maps from Battlefield and making it into a golf course.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if you hit this golf ball, I don't know, in any level against like a tree or something, if there's like a special button that'll cause the entire landscape to change.
Or is PGA gonna make it like mini golf? You gotta make it land inside the battleship's main gun, so it fires to get a hole in one. Or if you go to the wrong cannon, you go back to the tee.
Wow.
Evolution in golf. That whole thing made me laugh. I mean, I understand the Frostbite engine's powerful as far as graphics and whatnot go, but overkill for a golf game, don't you think?
A bit.
Realistic divots and sand flying in your face.
There's something else that we should actually mention that I don't think about subject. Criterion. They announced another game with no title.
That's right. It's a lot of driving of things.
Yes.
Various things. And all first-person views.
Oh, that thing. Oh, with all the helicopters and stuff. The
Cars, boats, helicopters, ATVs, bikes,
I assume
parachutes.
that's a simulator for the consoles. They're like, everybody else has simulators. Why can't we do it? Wingsuit Simulator 2015.
All in one game.
That's what it's going to be called. One game.
That's right.
But yeah, it looks like just a game with a bunch of vehicles. So, like, maybe you set times and whatnot for your friends to beat.
Yeah, you just do tricks and whatnot.
It's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're turning tricks in a video game?
No, that's GTA.
But,
No, that's work.
There's still at least one more game that I really, really want to talk about, but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Don't jump the gun, son.
Was that all of EA right there?
I believe that was.
Yeah, unless you want to talk about FIFA and Madden and NHL.
Nah. So I think that was
Okay.
all.
I mean, EA Sports isn't any EA we don't care about.
I will say this though, the Madden extra defense control stuff, it looks pretty cool, but with Madden 2006, when they added that QB vision crap, that's what I'm assuming it's going to be like. It's just going to be too hard and too much to use.
And annoying, and the controls aren't going to work right. Yeah.
I have never had that problem.
In Madden 2006? Ooh,
No, the too hard and too much to use. Never had that problem.
Dear. Took a
It's a hard
turn.
knock.
And then
life.
NHL has new facial expressions. I think that was pretty much the highlight of NHL.
I
They do.
wonder
Yes.
if there was a good soccer player who only had one leg, would
Mhm.
FIFA not include him in the game because it would be too much work? Type program a one-legged football player.
I
Or
just have to
soccer player.
say, holy shit. Jamie said soccer player first instead of football. That just
I've-
blew my mind.
I've learned to do this for when I do the podcast with Dave.
Wow.
That's a good question. I
That is a
don't.
good
I
question.
don't know.
Yeah, I've never played a FIFA game except for the demos.
We all know my middle name is FIFA, so yeah, man. I think it wouldn't be that hard.
Soccer is soccer. Or football. I mean, I don't care which one you want to talk about.
My full name is Charlie FIFA Danger. Truth.
So,
So Ubisoft press conference. Can you guys hear me all right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Ubisoft press conference starts off with Far Cry 4.
Mhm.
And we hear the voice of our purple pants wearing friend from the cover, and it's none other than Troy fucking Baker going super stabby on some people, murking fools like it's his job, being super crazy and taking selfies, and the game looks awful pretty, and it
Yeah,
has
it
Troy
is.
Baker in it, so of course I'm going to be buying it.
I
This
wonder
is
how
a day one purpose.
you're related to him.
I wish I was related to him. Hey guys, this is my cousin Troy Baker. He's awesome.
We'll take a selfie with him.
That would be super fucking cool, man. But yeah, that was the cinematic trailer for it. Well, not cinematic, but it was the opening, in-engine first 5 minutes of it. So not that much gameplay was shown, but the gameplay was shown later on in the Sony presentation.
Yeah.
So we will get to that in a bit. But, right after that, future of gaming is here, folks.
Ubisoft.
I mean, who cares about Far Cry 4 or the game of the
I
year of
don't-
the week?
I don't care about Far Cry 4. I'm talking about Rainbow Six Siege.
No, son. I'm talking about Just Dance 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You can go
man.
online. You can do that anywhere with poorly scripted stage shows with a phone or a tablet and
Can you
connect
really?
to a
Charlie.
big screen.
Can you really?
Charlie, that means
Yeah.
we could have that dance off they always wanted to have.
Always want to
Like
have
right now.
son.
Wow.
You are going to be served so fucking hard. You're going to know you're being served. You're going to be served so hard you're going to think that you're at a restaurant or something that serves you.
Yeah.
You're going to be served so hard, I'm going to take you out for a nice meal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Exactly. And never call you again. What now?
That's right.
Yeah, I just Ron Burgundy'd your shit. But yeah. Oh, by the way, can I just say one thing about the traditionally about the Ubisoft press conferences?
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm looking at a nerd CEO or a Johnny Moneybags rich parent of a friend up there talking about games and boring the shit out of me. Please do that as opposed to trying to put a celebrity up there and have them act funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because did it with Joel
For
McHale.
actually, honestly though, for a moment, I thought she was gonna hop in with the fitness game in 6-inch heels, and I was gonna laugh when she fell.
I mean, you know, we all love her in Archer. She's fine, but Aisha Tyler can be fucking obnoxious. And also, she's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she can just be fucking obnoxious. And when they used to do stuff with Joel McHale, like 3 or 4 press conferences ago, Joel McHale's a funny motherfucker. They made Joel McHale unfunny.
Yep.
Yeah, they need new writers.
Yeah. And they did good this year because they didn't let Mr. Excitement come back out from last year, if you remember that, with the flashback noises. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. So moving on from Just Dance. So they had a cinematic Division trailer.
They did. That's what they did in Ubisoft, was a cinematic trailer.
Right. Wow.
Yep. You get to see how it started.
Right.
Now everything goes to crap at Christmas time.
And like babies dying and girlfriends dying and people getting thrown through snow that aren't there yet until they heroically come up to you. They did a really good job showing off the game engine and how the environment is affected by everything. And it was just a really well done trailer, if not a very depressing trailer.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk about depressing trailers, then there's that World War One thing.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
That's
believe
depressing.
you, we're getting there. But right after that, they showed The Crew. Now, The Crew is a driving game that is coast to coast and touts the most prominent feature is no loading screens. So it's a seamless driving experience.
I'm wondering how fast that will kill the processors on the consoles that they're running.
I'm wondering if that means also stoplights.
Good question. Because you can drive from Miami to LA.
Right. No love for the upper northeast coast.
Well, I think you can start in Miami and you can drive up to New York, and then you drive to like Chicago, and then like the Rockies, and then LA.
Maybe
These roads are very selective.
Yes.
Wait, is this just a game where you drive places?
Yes.
Well, last year when I saw it, it looked like they were trying to say that anybody in any city could drive around in the city you're in. Is that not what they're going for now?
They didn't really mention that.
Well,
They
last
didn't-
year they damn near looked like that. That's what they were saying, because they were showing like blips of people's faces all over the globe, and it's like, oh, you can drive in your area, and they have tracks everywhere.
That would be the most boring shit everywhere. Like, I live in Connecticut, for fuck's sake.
Drive to Rhode
What am I
Island.
gonna do? Drive on 95? The Merit? A nice 2-lane, quote-unquote, highway, which is really just a parkway, which is really just a small-ass highway? I mean, that is the most boring shit everywhere. Okay, my objective today, I'm going to go to the mall. All right. And I live a block away.
Well,
Is there another game where I can walk there? It will probably be healthier for me.
Walking simulator. That's next.
Walking simulator, bitch, motherfucker, what you know? But yeah, it looked pretty. Can we at least agree on that? It did look pretty.
It did look pretty.
you know what also looks pretty?
Yes.
What does?
Getting in a normal car and going sightseeing.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Griffins at first, but I'm glad you went with going into a normal car.
Going outside is as pretty as going outside in a game.
Dude, you're absolutely right.
Well, that's pretty
But
high
hey.
marks, though, if you make it look that realistic.
Yeah. You can see like the bird shit on your hood. You're like, son of a bitch, now I got to get this cleaned.
You drive up to a crossing and some teenage girls walk across and one of them flips you off, you know.
It's a real slice of life game.
You get pulled over by a cop because he thinks you're drunk, but really you're just a bit off your head.
Off your head.
From the sun.
Then he smashes your headlight and knocks you in prison.
Oh my god, can you? Wow. Jamie, are you okay? You just took this real dark.
Then some guy called Terry comes in and he looks at you funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a bit of a technical problem.
Then the game goes dark and you wake up in hospital. Don't know what
Oh
happened.
boy.
Yeah, your head shaven, you've got tattoos, and somebody's calling you his bitch.
Oh God. Oh Jamie, I'm so sorry.
Then you get back in your car and you just have flashbacks.
Somebody hold this boy. Please.
Boy for sale.
No, he just talked about that.
Don't make me go outside.
Just
You
give
don't
me
have
the
to
crew.
go outside, buddy.
I don't want to go.
You can stay. You stay inside. You stay inside.
You made that game just for Jamie.
That should be the commercial.
The crew, Jamie's story.
Are you scared of going outside and having to interact with people? Just drive the just get the crew and do the exact same thing.
Can you imagine that though? They say it's a seamless coast to coast, no loading screens or anything, but they make you stop at every single stoplight. Like it automatically stops your car just so they can load it. Cover it
And
up.
there's traffic.
Yeah. Traffic is loading.
I'm wondering if they're going to do it like Need for Speed The Run, because that was technically a coast-to-coast type racing game, but like every time you got to a major city or whatever, they just did a cutscene. And they're like, oh, no loading at all, it's just cutscenes.
Yeah. No load at all, just a 20-minute unskippable cutscene.
Exactly.
It's like you're playing Metal Gear, the Need for Speed game. Need for Speed, Guns of the Patriots. But after the crew, they brought it back a little bit because they showed the cinematic trailer to Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they picked a Lord cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears, so it was a very slow,
that was
droning, half asleep girl singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. But if you toned it out and
It was
just
still good,
watched
though.
the cinematic trailer, it was real good. It was real good.
Yes.
A lot
I
of
was expecting to
stats.
see more 4-player in that one during the cinematic trailer. Sadly.
You said 4-player. I did like the dude with the double pistol, the wrist
That was
double
cool.
pistol, hanging off the wall, saving his two buddies, and both of them giving them a nice little salute. Very, very French game. And jump, and there's a certain I don't know what about a
Je ne sais quoi.
There you go.
certain I don't know what, and of walking up and extinguishing the wick of a person who's about to blow everybody to shit, and letting an angry mob cut them apart.
Right.
It's just so beautiful and very revolutionary. It's just
There's one thing Lindsay Tuggy said that I thought would be hilarious. She's like, I can't wait to see the hidden guillotine as a weapon instead of the hidden blade.
You just
Or
pull it
maybe-
out of your jacket.
Sweet.
You just stay right there. I have to set this up. Give me a minute.
What the fuck?
You set it all up, you're like, oh fuck, I forgot the basket.
Where am I gonna put this head? I guess on a pike.
No, wait a second. I got it, guys. They just have a fence with a bunch of holes in it that with like writing that says, "Hey, look in here," and people stick their heads through, and the hidden guillotine comes and chops their heads off.
Insert head for free hat.
Free hat. Oh, I love the free hats. I put my head in here.
Oh damn.
Oh, it is chopped. Oh, I did not see that coming.
Damn it.
Who would have thought my life would end like this?
Like this. Oh no, not like this. Not like this. Very Matrixy. Very berets.
Where is my wine?
After that, they showed the fitness thing, and take it away, Trevor.
I kind of tuned that part out. So next, you can work out having fun with the Kinect. Yay! Next.
No, not EA. It's the Ubisoft. Get it right, man.
Damn it.
Like I said, you can work out and have fun. Next.
All right. Well, they wanted to depress the shit out of us because it's the 100th anniversary of World War One, and they showed us Valiant Hearts, a cartoony look at a depressing subject.
Yes.
Yes.
Based on real letters that people wrote.
Too, and the person I was watching them with, we looked at each other while going through it. It's just like, I came here to be entertained, not feel, and proceeded to shed a tear.
There was too much feeling, I think, sometimes in this E3. I mean, you know, Ori and the Blind Forest, the District or the Division cinematic trailer, and then that one. A lot of feelings.
Yes. All coming from mainly
like
Ubisoft.
feelings.
Mostly Ubisoft it came from, though.
Anyway, so I think it's time for Trevor to talk about his favorite game.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Me.
Yes, Siege. Rainbow Six Siege. Yes.
It looks very fucking amazing for someone that's only played a couple of Rainbow Six or type video games. It looks really good.
Do you notice you can even hide behind the guy with the shield and shoot from behind him?
I did not see that part.
Rainbow Six Siege, though, I'm going to love because it's what they showed was 5v5 in a hostage situation. 5 players being the hostage takers, 5 being a SWAT or a Rainbow. You plan how you want to insert, and then you're working cooperatively to get the same objective. Yep. They showed a lot of different new things. It almost looked like they were using Frostbite because of how awesome it was.
A lot of
With
environment damage. Mm-hmm.
Yes, being able to blast through any wall, or shoot through any wall, or blast through a ceiling.
Now, the guys I was watching explain the gameplay and whatnot and the mechanics, they were saying that it's reminiscent of the old Tom Clancy ones, where it's pretty much one shot, one kill, and you have to do everything like tactical as possible. Otherwise, it's just impossible.
That's what it seemed like too. It seemed like it was going back to the original PC Rainbow.
That should be fun. A lot of hope for that one.
And actually, I'm actually sitting here right now watching more of Ether, on good old fashioned Twitch, and they're actually talking about Homefront.
Oh, I did see a little bit of that.
There's a new Homefront game coming out?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
That's crazy.
Rebellion, taking place in Philly.
Isn't it Revolution?
Oh, yes. Revolution, that's right.
That's Revolution, I think.
Revolution. It's taking place in Philly.
Did anybody play the first one?
Regretfully.
I didn't hear a whole lot of good things from the first one, but this one looks pretty damn cool.
Yes, it does. The first one, though, it had a fairly good, entertaining story, and it was actually nice because it was before. It was back when the rumors of a Red Dawn remake was in the works.
Oh yeah.
So it was nice that, hey, I can actually do this now. But then it happened. It's like, oh, they rushed it too much.
So basically, what I'm seeing in this one is you're in Philly. You've been taken over by Korean special forces or something like that.
Yes, the entire U.S. has been taken over by North Korea once again. Because this is still within the same timeline as the first Homefront game.
Yeah.
Because the first Homefront game was back in the West, like San Francisco or something like that, or Seattle.
Right. And then you're part of the resistance against them, and you have to use clever tactics to overthrow.
You're part of the American Rebellion, actually, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting Korean Darth Vader.
Yes.
I mean, sure, we'll go with it. Actually, they're showing now that you can do kind of like the Warface quick.
Yeah, that was what I saw. That was cool. You can upgrade your weapons on the fly with stuff you find around the world. Yeah, you can pick up like flashlights and whatnot and tie into your gun.
Yeah, because this is all just about. Because this one's all about using actual asymmetrical warfare tactics, and also using your smartphone.
Right.
As your smartphone is how you're doing everything.
Now, what the developer guy or whoever was to give the presentation on GameSpot, he was basically saying that Korea has all the technology. They have drones everywhere, and the only thing you can use is there's these little markings on the wall that show secret stash points where you can either find weapons or gadgets or things to build stuff to get out of there. And the one thing they were showing was you can pick up like grenades and you can pick up batteries and remote control car and make pretty much RCXDs and roll them around and blow crap up. But they did show one part, a drone was coming into the house, and it starts scanning the house. So if you see a drone that scans, you have to drop behind cover to make sure it doesn't catch you. Otherwise, I'm assuming a conflict ensues.
Oh.
So, I mean, it looks like they thought through every aspect of it, as far as like these people have this technology and you have these little tiny things, but this is enough to get you through it. But I just don't know if there's going to be like maybe 6 or 7 drops in one level that you can get like all sorts of overpowered weapons and rocket launchers and whatnot. I'm just hoping that they're going to like, hey, here's like six rounds in a clip. Here's a broken flashlight that you can use for 20 seconds or something like that, just to make it seem like you're actually going through something that, like, if a revolution actually happened, you would assume that the aggressor would take almost everything that you have away from you. You wouldn't go into a store and find fucking 30 flashbangs and 20 grenade launchers and stuff like that.
True.
Very true. Very true. It's Last of Us, the home front.
I'm hoping it looks like it should be a good game. So we'll see when it comes. Is there a date on that one?
I'll get back to you because this is currently the live Twitch feed I'm on right now because we're doing it.
What's the next category on our?
Well, that was the wrap up of the Ubi, and then it was the second giant, the second tentpole of day zero, which was the Sony press event,
which I sadly had to miss.
I sadly missed 5 straight minutes of it because of my awesome internet.
I love it.
Oh, good. But when it came back on, we were treated to an opening introduction of Destiny, featuring gameplay, introduction to the Guardians, like a little background information. Peter Dinklage, who plays the little floating guy Glyph, is narrating a lot of it, and there is going to be a PS4 Destiny bundle with a white PS4 and PS4 controller, as well as a shitload of exclusive launch items and an exclusive Strike on Mars for launch for Destiny. So
does that launch on the Destiny date, the white PS4?
I believe so.
Yes,
It's in September.
9th.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. So I have until September 9th to save up for a trip I'm going on and 2 systems. I don't need to eat. I could stand to lose a couple pounds. I really could. A lot more than a couple, but you know.
Hey, 39 or 69 cents tacos at Jack in the, or what's that called? Shit, Taco Bell. Yeah, that one.
Don't say that. Don't
or
say
$2 two for one at Jack in the Box.
Oh, I wish there was a Jack in the Box around here. I went out west and I went to a Jack in the Box once. Oh, I love it. It's such a good. It's a cool restaurant, like a fast food quote unquote joint. It's so good.
Bacon ultimate cheeseburger. I'll just say that.
Yeah, they do.
Fucking amazing. If you want to die quickly, get a bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Agreed. You know, it was so awesome. Back when I had my old car, I had an antenna, and while she went home, TK got me an antenna topper with the Jack in the Box guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my car was dying, and by the time she got back, I had to get a new car, and it didn't have a fucking antenna. It was like gift of the Magi.
Right. But back to games. Fuck with food. I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, bruh.
See, only if you talked about this at the end, we could do more of our tie-ins, but we can't.
Seriously. Oh, motherfucker. We could get like sponsorships. Anyway. Talking about fucking food like nobody's business at the end.
To you by Jack in the Box and Checkers.
And Arby's.
Why not?
I'm thinking Arby's, motherfuckers. So they showed
before Deadly Grounds,
and some wash it down with some Deadly Grounds. So they showed some Order 1886 gameplay.
Yeah, they did.
That looks pretty damn fancy.
It looks fancy and violent and brutal, and it looks like you get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But you do have an awesome mustache
You do.
and a fancy British accent, like some people have.
Ooh.
And pre-order bonuses. Yes, like one of the guys here.
Accent.
Yeah. But and it's coming out February 20th, 2015. It's got a couple of different special editions. One with just Lafayette crouched behind some cover, and the super special edition with Lafayette getting attacked by the gentleman that attacked him in the gameplay. And it also comes with a booklet with the black vial in it that you take a swig from before you go on missions. And it's going to be, the big one is going to be $139.99. The smaller one is going to be $79.99. And of course, there's a regular edition that's going to be $59.99. All of them come with the TeamDBAH color pack. Little known fact, the Order loves TeamDBAH for some strange reason. And there's a lot of red and black armor and accents and decorations you can put on your outfit. So yeah, they totally were thinking of us. Us in the Order were like this. You can't see me right now. Cross-finger thing.
When people do these collector packs, it makes me really want it, but then it makes me really hate them at the same time because I know I can't get the collector's pack on launch. So I go to get the regular game, and then you have to go get it from Amazon or eBay, and it's like $200 by the time you can actually afford it.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
the Assassin's Creed one, definitely. But let me tell you about a little story about the Last of Us Ultimate Pandemic Edition with a statue of Joel and Ellie that I'll never, ever have. All right, I told myself I wouldn't pay, but all right, you know what? There's a new IP called Entwined for the for the PS4, and it's about two characters who are in love but can't be together. And you control them both at the same time, matching colors with the two sticks, and they turn into fucking dragons at the end. So it turns super hardcore. Something for the sensitive side. Something for the sensitive side with love, and then fucking dragons for your metal side.
Can't go wrong with dragons.
This is a good year for dragons.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You know how every year has been a theme? This year is the theme is the dragons. I think last year was bow and arrows?
Bow and arrows, yep.
And then the year before, what was it? Shit.
Vagina dentata, yeah.
Vagina and tata.
Man, I must have missed that year.
I know, right?
Are you kidding me? You missed that year? It was a super painful year.
But yeah, apparently this year is the year of the dragon.
Yeah, we're silly with fucking dragons this year. So, after that, they introduced Infamous First Light, which is the first DLC for Infamous Second Son, and it centers around the character Fetch. As in, that's so Fetch, you're not going to bring it back from Clueless. But it's the young lady character who you get the neon powers from. It's her story. So it's kind of a prequel mission, and you don't need Infamous Second Son to actually play it. So it's a downloadable DLC that's a standalone story, and you can play it on your own, much like they did with Adewale's story, Freedom Cry, in the Assassin's Creed 4 DLC.
Which I have yet to get.
I have to get that too, and I also have to play the first Infamous, which I got for free when Sony was hacked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, very nice. By the way, I also need you to accept my friend request on the PlayStation Network.
Ooh, called you out on the podcast.
I have to dig out my PlayStation 3.
Wow.
And hook it up.
Mr. Fancy Pants Xbox One owner over here doesn't have time for other systems.
I don't even play the PlayStation 3 before I had the one. I only played it for Rock Band, sadly. Of all things, I played it for Rock Band.
Trevor is too busy on Steam playing with Tan.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Did somebody see pineapples?
Exactly.
Take your time, because the next thing that came out, I completely lost my shit over. So, take your time, because it's going to be a while with the next thing.
By the way, they're gone now finally.
Yeah, we can
Doing what now? Oh yeah, we noticed.
I figured you did.
Thanks for dropping by, guys.
By the TeamDBAH Podcast and being an unannounced guest.
It was the live
Yes,
studio
yeah.
audience you always wanted.
So what's this next part that's gonna piss you off, Charlie?
No. Oh, my friend, no.
No, he did a happy dance.
You did a happy dance?
Craig could hear me at his house.
Charlie, wait, what? Charlie has a happy boner too?
Oh,
It goes
man.
along with the murder boner?
So they announced Little Big Planet 3.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh,
It looks
ooh,
awesome.
ooh.
I haven't played any of the other ones, but it looks awesome.
There are 3 new
I
characters.
tried playing the first one. Couldn't get into it.
New
It was
characters.
just
Awesome.
weird for me.
Yeah, new characters.
Get your shriveled fucking prune heart out of my Presidio. All right.
It was
so
just
there's
weird for
3
me,
new
Blake. It
characters.
was just new.
Anyway, there's 3 new characters. One is called Toggle, which you can make into a great big guy or a little tiny guy. And
Hence the
it's
name
good
Toggle.
for hence the name. Thank you. Hence the name Toggle. And you can jump on little like buttons and increase the mass or decrease the mass in order to like lower platforms and such. You yourself, the sack boy, have an air gun that can blow different the pinwheels and stuff that will create like or like bridges that are in your way. There is Swoop, who is a bird who can lift you up places. And last but not least, the thing that made me lose my shit because of the sheer adorableness of it, as in I was watching it, I actually called TK, who was studying for a very important test she's supposed to be taking, and I interrupted that to tell her that there is a little earless, noseless dog sack boy named Oddsock that is absolutely the most adorable thing you will ever see might actually make someone like Trevor feel again.
Wait a second. That's hard to do. That's hard to
can
do.
We can hope.
We can only hope. You're right, Jamie.
Because most my feels have been gone for a while. If you want to know more, look at my Twitter feed. Look at my Twitter feed from like fall semester.
Look, man. Look, I can guarantee it ain't as bad as what Jamie went through with the crew. Okay, just you think about that, all right?
Oh God, there's even more.
The plot thickens.
But yeah, so Little Big Planet 3 was introduced. They have it's now like 4-player co-op, and it looks amazing. That is what I put my shit over. Fucking adorable. And then right after, and we're talking about tonal shift here. Right after they did the Little Big Planet 3 thing, they did a trailer for this thing called Bloodborne, which involves you just with a scythe and a gun in Victorian whatever, just slashing and destroying like these like horrible deformed like rat humanoid creatures with blood all over the fucking place. So it was a little weird.
Little topic switch, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a bit. But then they...
It didn't really explain what it was. It just showed a bunch of people killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's just like a circle of death.
Big circle of death. With mean things.
Mean guys and scythe-wielding jerks.
And then right after that, they showed you some awesome gameplay from Far Cry 4. And a very interesting new mechanic. You see...
That makes you change your voice?
Shut up. Dude, okay, real talk for a minute here. All right. I've been sick. I was so sick that for that part of time, and you heard how bad my voice was then. It's never fully recovered.
Right.
And this is me with the last cigarette I had was March 25th.
Damn.
This is still my voice.
I was gonna say, how's that going? But yeah.
I've had a cigarette since March 25th. Can you tell by my fucking attitude how's it going? Anyway.
You sound fantastic, Charlie.
I'll light one up for you right now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to Trevor. You
Mohawk
motherfucker? You are on notice. As in, I noticed what you just fucking did right there.
This is
So,
why.
new
shit,
mechanic for Far Cry 4.
This is
Yeah,
why.
a new
You
mechanic for
just,
Far Cry
you just made the
4.
Krogan list.
He's the list.
All right. So okay. So I have PS4, and let's say Craig have PS4.
Okay.
Let's say I went out and I bought Far Cry 4 when I have PS4 and Craig have PS4.
Okay.
Let's say that Craig worked late that night.
Okay.
He did not get to pick it up. This makes Craig sad.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It do.
Say, Craig.
See? But you see, I put in Far Cry 4 and start playing. And then I say, I wish Craig was here. Why don't I get him in game? So I invite Craig to my game. And all of a sudden, he can play Far Cry 4 without even having the disc.
Yay!
Booyakasha.
This is making Craig happy.
This is making him more than Craig happy.
Am I skipping out words or something?
Well, no. It's fine. That was for effect.
I was feeling really confused then.
How does it work? Magic.
That was my answer.
Because
My
they didn't
God.
explain how it worked.
They didn't.
I'm
That's-
guessing
That's Jamie's
that
territory.
the party with zero game purchase will have to download the game, and they will be granted access only via invite.
That's what I'm thinking.
Probably. Or you probably need a PSN Plus.
Yeah, that too.
I was saying science, but that works too.
Not true. But also, we found out that one of the most powerful weapons that you have in this game is an elephant.
Yes. That
Yes, it
elephant.
That
It
elephant.
withstands explosions.
Damn, I want the elephant.
They took a lesson
Because
from Halo. Elephants are powerful.
Last game, you could free the tigers, and they would like take out an outpost for you. You can let elephants loose now, and it's sort of like letting the blood dragons loose in like that game. What was it called? Blood Dragon. And if you let a blood dragon into one of those outposts, that thing was cleared out. But it's sort of like that. So it looks fun as hell, much like the rest of the Far Cry games go. And very looking forward to it. After that, we were treated to a dapper gent jogging down the street.
Yeah, that was pretty. It was weird. I didn't expect it to be Dead Island. I was thinking something else, but
Me
I
neither.
didn't know what that was.
it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool little trailer right there.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they went totally like balls out, like just for, the fun factor of it, as opposed to the first Dead Island, which did a major redirect with its first trailer as opposed to what the game really was, which was not what the trailer was.
Trailer this, the
Yeah.
one with the little girl.
It's the one with the little girl, yeah.
This is
And then Riptide with the couple in the boat. This one is finally just like, you know what? It's a game about killing zombies and punching their heads off. Let's make it funny.
Yeah, and you turn into a zombie pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
And then when the van pulled up, did you hear the voice that was coming out of the van?
No,
Yeah.
what was it?
It damn near sounded like Jack Black.
Oh God.
Could be. He is an avid gamer. I mean, from
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, it would be a pretty that would make it like the ultimate fun game because of how goofy he is. Like I could see how they could make him into a zombie killing character.
I've also seen other people saying that the other guy in the car sounded a lot like Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad.
Was it calling everybody bitch?
Yeah,
No,
It
it's
might
just,
have been.
it's just
I
like
have to go.
We gotta kill this zombie, bitch.
I actually have
bitch, you
something else
best be dead.
to talk about too that made an appearance. No, we're talking about zombies.
What's the who now?
There's another zombie game that made an appearance.
Yes.
Sadly it was in between press conferences though.
Oh, what one was that?
I always forget the name of it, which is really pissing me off, and I really wish I could remember it. But it's a darker version of Dead Island.
Is it Evil Within?
No.
Well,
it's the parkour one.
oh, Dying
It's
Light.
something with a C.
Dying
Dying
Light.
Light. Yes, that's it. Yes, it.
Mirror's Edge with zombies.
Yes.
Yes. Mirror's Edge crosses with
With Brink.
Dead Island. Oh,
Brink
wow.
with zombies.
Nice. but it looks fantastic. 'Cause they actually showed more gameplay this time, and it I still think it's gonna be a fantastic game. I don't remember if they say, and plus there's the whole anytime drop in drop out with it, but there's still that kind of seriousness with it compared to how
Yeah,
the
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I never really could get into a game with first-person parkour, with the exception of one certain game that involves giant robots that may or may not be having its sequel on PS4. But we won't get into that because we're not going to talk about that game.
maybe on the one as well, but you know.
Well, yes, the one as well, but it already is on the one. So this is some big news for PS4 owners if it was actually confirmed.
That's why I had added.
But speaking of games, you like that segue?
Speaking of games, let's speak about games.
Last of Us for the PS4, they showed some footage from it. A very spoiler-heavy, trailer for it, involving a lot of gameplay as well. The game looks absolutely beautiful. It looked beautiful on the PS3. It looks even more beautiful on the PS4.
Same story, no add-ons.
It includes the DLC that was included with the PS3 version, but no, nothing new. It's just the same game remastered.
Sweet.
And I like the game so much that even if it is the same game remastered and I've already played it, I will be picking it back up. They also introduced something pretty interesting when the Ultimate Evil edition of Diablo 3 comes out for the PlayStation 4. It will be including a Last of Us level, including the bad guy Cordyceps, the 3 different Cordyceps classes from Last of Us as villains in a dungeon. Interesting cross promotion. I'm willing to play it.
Right.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
I can't see how it can't be fun.
Speaking of Diablo 3, look out for a Diablo 3 DBAH coming in probably 2 weeks.
Oh shit, son.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Just had to plug that there.
For God's sakes, turn left.
I still won't learn.
There was a new Battlefield Hardline trailer with a lot of gameplay in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It seems that the preferred weapon of choice if you are a criminal is an Uzi.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Pretty much.
Yes.
And the weapon of choice if you're a troll is the taser gun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Tase
Lot
for the
of
arrest.
those.
Pretty much the taser seemed like it was your knockdown before you can use your quote melee as an arrest.
Well, the best thing to do is tase them, take a couple steps back, throw a piece of C4 on them, wait for them to stand up, and then blow the C4.
Or you.
Well, that's just
I
rude.
See, what I would personally do in that situation is tase them, get the cuffs on them, and then as you're putting the cuffs on them, put some C4 inside, right below the cuffs. Or like right in the small of the back where they can't get the cuffs to. It's like, it's on me. And just kick them and have fun.
That's pretty much most of the videos I've seen when I've been looking up hardline, beta access, is everybody shooting someone with the taser gun and throwing C4 on them immediately after.
Oh, I can just see it now.
Oh, Tan and I are gonna have so much fun.
Oh no. Listen.
Taser.
Listen to me. You must run up behind the person. Listen.
Like I
First
said, Tan and I
tase
are gonna
them.
have so much fun.
First you tase them. Then you place the C4 down and cuff them. Now you run around the corner. Yes, listen. Listen. Charlie.
And now you
Charlie.
wait.
Charlie. Listen. And then you press the trigger. Press the trigger now. And now you know
No,
what
no,
it's
no,
like
no,
to
no,
be
no,
a
no.
cop in Hardline.
No.
Shout out to Tan.
Charlie.
Shout out
Charlie.
to Tan. Giant shout out to
Charlie.
Tan. Love that kid. What?
Charlie. You
Yes.
pressed the trigger too early.
Damn it, Tan.
You were supposed to wait until the buddy tried to uncuff them.
You know nothing.
So one thing about
Again.
hardline that they showed that is kind of weird is when you do tase someone and cuff them, you have the opportunity to interrogate them. And if the interrogation is successful, it reveals all enemy locations on the map for 10 seconds or something like that.
Huh.
Which seems to be a bit overpowered considering you have 64 people on a map. And if, 5 people do that every 2 seconds, everybody knows where everybody is. So there's been submissions to the devs about either nerfing that or making it that it only shows it to your squad or something like that. But that just seems
going to the squad makes more sense.
Right. But yeah, it just seems like that's too overpowered. It's, I don't know, like a UAV from Call of Duty. 3 kills and you get a UAV. Woo!
SUA can get 3 kills without dying.
Well, it's Call of Duty.
So it's really just Payday 2 and Battlefield mixed together.
What's that?
It's really just Payday 2 and Battlefield mixed together.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
You have to set a timer on the I don't know how the whole sequence goes because I didn't see like the initial part of it, but you knock off like a armored truck, you put a little timer on it, it blows up, and then both the cops and the robbers have to either steal the money and take it back to their place or steal it from other people and take it back to their place. So both teams are pretty much trying to steal the money from each other. And from what the hardcore Battlefield players have been saying is it's pretty much a very, very polished Battlefield 4. It's how Battlefield 4 should have came out. But all the character models and the environments are just shit. So far. But that's just the beta testing and whatnot.
Yes, I imagine that being a beta.
Oh, okay.
Until I get to play it, I won't decide whether or not it's shit.
Fair enough.
Yes, until I get to play it, I can't give you the review
that is fair.
I can't be the hardcore Battlefield player reviewer.
Right.
Well, after Battlefield, they showed Magica 2, where you learn to spell again.
Do you even spell, bro?
Oh yeah, it was a live action trailer and it was fucking hilarious. It is also featured on TeamDBAH.blogspot.com. It looks to be a 4-player top-down Diablo-esque 4 sorcerers on screen at the same time. Did I accurately describe that, Craig?
Yeah, basically, and there's a whole bunch of different spell you can come up with, and like you kind of have to like plan your spells out because they all like interact with each other when you play as a team.
So there's strategy.
Yes, and there's many different robe costumes you can get.
Robe
DLC.
Yes.
I like that. Errant DLC. Tim Schafer announced that he was bringing Grim Fandango Remastered back to PS4 and Vita. It is a fan favorite and one of the games that really put Schafer on the map.
Yeah.
It was like right after he left LucasArts, or was it while he was with LucasArts?
I don't remember. It was close. Like,
yeah.
Either way, I don't remember though.
The best part of that was the note they showed to describe that they wanted another one from him. It's like, oh, I'm a 10-year-old girl or a 13-year-old girl, and I've been missing your games and blah blah blah. And then it said signed a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And they zoom out and it's him showing the letter.
Yep, the adventure games are back. They were very big for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The late 90s.
And now the people are silly with your points and your clickings.
That's right.
It would appear also that Suda51 has dropped another deuce onto the gaming industry called Let It Die. It's an ultra-violent, what looks to be a dark, really muddy graphic fighter with lots of violent kills and no pants.
No pants, no service.
What?
Oh, yeah. No, you heard exactly what I said.
Yes. Actually, I remembered something too about the Vita.
Oh?
Yes.
There's another game out there that would probably actually be more interesting for myself, Dave, and George, and those like us. There is at E3 they announced the Sword Art Online game. I forget what it's called. Obviously, I'm happy for it, but screw you guys. For the Vita,
I didn't say anything.
I'm implying. I'm just implying things because I know what people are generally. They announced that it's gonna be coming out actually within a few months here, and it's Hollow Fragments. I don't know too much about the story because they haven't really say too much about it, even though it's the release is in a few months. But it looks great, and it has full English subtitle support at least, so there's no needing to get a mod for that,
Oh, nice.
unlike most Japanese-based gaming.
Hmm. Well, it does seem interesting. I mean, the rest of aside from that, the rest of the Sony press conference, it had Abzu, which was it was done by the same people who did Journey, so it looks like Journey underwater this time, and it looked beautiful. Looked very, very artistic, artsy. No Man's Sky is an indie developed game that essentially takes you from planet to planet. Like if you don't, you start on a separate planet than anybody else. You explore that planet, and then you find a ship, and you can go to other planets and explore. It looks to be a first-person exploration / flying / shooting game. Very, very also very indie looking, yet very very polished, yet very artistic and colorful. They went through. I'm kind of picking up the pace because we're getting near the end, and we do have someone here that's like it's probably 5 o'clock in the morning over there. So,
I'm actually
Pretty
quite glad
close.
he's still here too.
thank you, Jamie. They showed a new gameplay for Mortal Kombat X or 10 with Master Blaster. It looks like and a bee woman.
The insect.
Yes.
Oh, was she an established character before? I'm not big on Mortal Kombat, so I didn't know if she was like an established background character or not.
I don't know. Moving
Is anyone
along.
actually able to answer? Because I don't play fighting games usually. The only fighting game I play is Brawl.
I don't think she's
or
an
any of the,
established
or,
character.
or any of the Smash.
I don't think so either. They
If
showed
she is, she's from Fargon lore.
Yeah, they did show. They went into a lot of. They did a new trailer for Metal Gear Solid 5 with more shit that you won't understand. Just a lot of blood and ashes and
Crazy guy.
and horns and horns that are really shrapnel embedded in your head and Master Miller missing a couple limbs and yeah, crazy.
Now, was it actually Master Miller though?
We don't
Looked
know.
like Master Miller. I don't know. Did you play Ground Zero?
I didn't yet. I just wanted to make sure it was actually Master Miller and they weren't pulling another original Metal Gear on us for some unknown reason.
But you'll have to play Ground Zeroes to find out the secret of the Phantom Pain. Exactly. They did this awesome. They announced GTA 5 for the PS4. Why they didn't announce it for the Xbox One, I will not know. But it's announced for both next-gen consoles, and you can carry over your accounts, your online accounts, from the system you have now. Interesting thing what they said about that, though, is you can have it from the system you have now. So, for example, if you have it for your Xbox 360 and you have purchased a PS4, you can transfer your online character to that PS4.
Yeah, that's what they made it sound like.
Yeah, they did. So I'm thinking that they're doing it through the Rockstar Network.
Yes, they say it was all cloud-based, so I mean, the cloud shouldn't know any boundaries.
And just to add, not only the next-gen consoles, it will also be on PC.
Yes. So you can also port your online stuff to there. I say it all just depends on how consolist the cloud is.
Yes.
And I now coined the term consolist.
Hashtag consolist.
Right after that, they showed an awesome Batman Arkham Knight trailer that seemed like you were going after the Joker, the Penguin, pretty hardcore. It showed the mechanics of driving the Batmobile, exactly what the Batmobile can do. And then you get to try to take down the Penguin, and it looked like the presentation was glitching on stage, and all of a sudden, the entire presentation was taken over by the Scarecrow. So you get a lot of new gameplay. Looks very fluid, looks very awesome gameplay. Graphics look amazing, and the story looks like it's going to be a humdinger, as the kids call it nowadays. Nobody calls it that. So,
I'm sure, Charlie. We go with that.
and before we get to the last trailer for the Sony thing, Craig, would you like to explain what PlayStation TV is?
Basically, for $100, you get a little box called the PlayStation TV, and you can hook it into the PlayStation Network, which they really weren't clear on, like if you have to pay how much it costs, but you'll have access to about 1,000 PS3 games and Vita games that you'll be able to play through it.
So it's essentially having a little version of a PS3.
Yes, with their PlayStation Now or Play Now or whatever it's called. Yes. So we shall see how that goes.
And to close out their presentation, Craig, what did they have at the end of their presentation?
They had Uncharted 4, A Thieves' End, where you see Mr. Drake washed up on a shore, definitely older, a bit aged. He's injured. He wakes up and he's on an island, and you hear Sully talking to him, but you really don't know if it's like he's actually there or if it's in his head. So we shall see what happens to Mr. Drake.
Does he have anything on his finger?
He does have his wedding ring on his finger.
And were there any distinguishing marks on these skeletons in the trees?
Were there?
Yes, like head scarves and eye patches.
Oh, that is very true. That's true.
So it looks like Nolan North is returning to an island. I mean, Nathan
once again.
Drake.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's how Sony closed out their presentation. And it led to culminate the almighty Nintendo press conference today. So since I did not see it, boys...
And I couldn't find it.
Boys being Randall, Craig, Jamie, take it away.
I only caught one thing out of it. I only caught one thing out of it. And that was the Smash Brothers character reveal.
Yeah. Well, since we're getting low on time, I'll just go through the highlights. Unless Jamie, you have something in extents you want to say.
Take it away, Jamie.
About half an hour ago, I was looking on Twitter, and there's 2 new characters have been revealed for Super Smash.
Oh.
Oh,
one of the
new ones other than the goddess.
Yeah, one of them's the return of Mr. Game & Watch.
Huh.
Oh.
And the other one's Pac-Man.
Huh.
Oh.
But like a 3D Pac-Man with arms and legs.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Does he have teeth?
Like the Pac-Man dentata.
It's a teenage Pac-Man with attitude.
Teenage Pac-Man. So is
Teenage
Teenage
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Sorry. I did that. So anyway, please.
So yeah, there's
I
that
will
Super
admit this. I will want to say one thing though. The trailer for the Kid Icarus character. I can't remember her name right now.
The goddess woman.
The goddess from Kid Icarus. That looked fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And that is also, I believe that may or may not be leading to a petition for Nintendo to make an animated series now.
Wow.
Huh,
Interesting.
just because of what they did.
So the entire presentation, I believe, started off with the possibility of the new possibility of having your Mii in Super Smash Brothers.
Right. And they were basically saying the reason they didn't do it last time was because they didn't feel it was right. They didn't feel the mechanics and everything with the Miis were going to be
They didn't think
viable.
Mii's were violent. And now apparently they're allowed to be violent.
Now they are.
Pretty much. And then there's 3 different classes
I'll
you
give
can
them a
choose
sword and a gun.
to have your Mii choose. Brawler, shooter, and...
Swordsman.
Dabber.
There you go. Yeah, there's those 3, and then there's like 10 different combinations, or some random number of combinations.
Yeah, you can customize the special attacks and stuff.
Yeah. So I think they said if you wanted to have each attack on each different character, you'd have to create, I think, 9 Miis or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
But that should be interesting. You'll have a bunch of Miis fighting each other instead of characters. But aside from that, just to run through quickly what I remember, there was the Yoshi... What was it called? Yoshi's Yarn story?
Yoshi's Woolly World or something.
Woolly World, yeah. Which is pretty much Kirby's epic Yarn. I don't know if you guys saw or played that.
Mm-hmm.
I played the hell out of it. It was a pretty good game, which Kirby's entire world was made out of yarn, which they pretty much made Yoshi have an entire world made out of yarn. But you can also play with a second Yoshi, so you have 2 players playing the same game, and you can use each other to help each other out. That looks pretty cool. There's...
I do know there was another Kirby game announced.
Yeah, there was Kirby. I didn't see the trailer for that, but Kirby's always awesome to play.
They're making a Toad game.
Yeah, they're making a Toad game.
Toad game.
It all revolves all around Toad treasure hunting, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Shows some stuff about Pokemon.
Yeah, there's the 2 Pokemon.
The open world Zelda game?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Zelda.
that. Yeah, probably that.
That was something else I did see. I did watch that coverage.
And then, to top it off, what they didn't announce was Star Fox, even though it leaked prior to their conference. So, in one of the scenes of them playing something, you can see them playing a game that they blur out on screen, and you obviously see Star Fox, the ship flying in the background.
Oh,
It's
the Fox ship or the R-Wing?
Yeah. I think it's the R-Wing.
Okay, the R-Wing's the fighter thingy.
Yeah. But you see it flying in the background, and it's... I don't know why they didn't announce it. That would have been a great announcement, but there's that.
That's going to make people very happy.
And Splatoon, which kind of looked fun.
Which to me looks like a giant paintball arena, but you can also kill each other with the paintballs. Basically, the objective is to cover the entire world with paint, your team's paint, and you have to stop the other people from doing paint. But in the meantime, you can transform to a squid and swim in the paint to get to places faster and places you wouldn't be able to reach as a normal person.
Buying a Wii U!
I knew that was going to happen. Saw that coming.
I mean, that was happening when I hear more.
Yep.
Oh, and then big thing.
I keep hearing more and more about Smash Bros. Wii U.
The big thing, though, that they had that I was really interested in is that Mario Maker, where you can make Mario levels with this little tool that you create, and it looks pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys are too interested in Mario, but I have a regular Wii, and I play the hell out of Mario, the original 3. So, I mean, making a level to play in those would, I don't know, it seems cool.
Can't you also make 3D Mario and
the
2D
Mario
Mario
game.
worlds?
Yeah,
You can make 2D and 3D worlds, Jamie?
I think so, because like at the moment Mario's doing both, so I'm thinking they said they were going to do both.
Yeah, I think it's compatible with like the new Super Mario Brothers type stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and the old 8-bit Mario stuff.
Didn't they also announce the Hyrule Warriors, so sort of like Dynasty Warriors with the Zelda characters?
They showed more of it, I believe. That was previously leaked.
Okay. But it's just like a Dynasty Warriors-esque like beat 'em up.
Yeah.
If I remember right, yes.
And then of course there was the Amoeba that is a companion type thing with the Super Smash Bros. Where you get figurines that you can put on your Wii pad and have your stats transfer to that figurine.
So sort of like Skylanders for your Smash Bros.
Skylanders, Disney Infinity type
Skylanders is like Skylanders started a trend.
Yeah, I guess so. The figures look really cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
And then I think there was a Metro Prime Metro game that they announced as well.
A Metro game, right?
Oh no, never mind. I lied. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Scratch
Nice one, Randall.
Scratch that. Yeah.
God.
But those were the things that caught my eye. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, but I was watching it while actually having to do work this morning, so I caught very few things, but I did catch the ones that I wanted to see.
Right.
if you want to check out any of the trailers for any of these things that we talked about tonight, you can swing by teamdbah.blogspot.com, and we have them all categorized by presentation. So it was everything we talked about here, you'll be able to see there.
But with more color.
That's right.
A lot more color and a lot more movement with video, with the magic of video. So yes, that's teamdbah.blogspot.com. Pop on by, check out our reviews, check out the videos that we have from E3. If we see any new news, it will be put up every day. So make sure you check back. All in all, I guess it was a good E3, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. And at least from the heavy hitters that we've seen so far, who knows? Yeah, they really did a good job. It was a lot better than last year.
Yeah.
So final question. I don't know. My final question for you guys: what do you guys see happening with all these announcements and all these games coming up? Do you think that the games that they're announcing is going to change the way that people buy these platforms, or do you think people are just going to stick with their specific ones that they like? Like, do you think they're going to go out and buy a PS4 because the games they announce, or buy a Wii U, or do you think they're just going to stick with their guns?
I think that this leveled the playing field. I think that where last E3 it was very divisive, where it basically made people say, I am on this side, I am on this side, I am on this side. Now I think that it really showcased what all the systems can do, and I think it's going to open people up to be multi-system households.
Yes, I mean, Microsoft did all their entire conference was games.
Yes.
There's nothing hardware based. And like you said with Sony, they announced their TV, they announced some hardware stuff that wasn't just games.
Right.
Jamie,
I
Craig?
think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
I think this year's definitely made next generation a lot more appealing to people who haven't already got into it.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Craig, anything else?
Pretty much the same thing. I think this year kind of everyone's almost even. Maybe not quite yet, but they're all three of them are a lot closer now. So I think by the time like the holiday season comes around and like this time next year, they'll all be much more even.
So the console wars aren't over.
And I can see myself getting a Wii U now. So,
Randall, it's interesting you say that. You say that the console wars aren't over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see, I saw a console war last E3.
Right.
Because it was pick a fucking side. I don't care what, you pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
This E3, because it was so game centric.
Battle last year. It was a battle.
Actually, to be completely honest, it was a one-way battle last year.
I mean, yes, it was. It was highly Sony based.
But this year, it seems like, all right, all three of these things are finally. It's almost like the war. Instead of looking at it as a war, I just see it as sort of a unity.
Yeah, hey, everybody get out and play games.
Because everybody can game now. Everybody can be on it. Everybody has something cool to do now.
Right.
Yes,
completely agree.
And in all honesty, though, the console war isn't even with the whole console war thing. Not at all the companies. It's the fans.
The fanboys.
It's the fanboys.
It's the fans.
Exactly.
Because on both release dates, Sony and Microsoft, their official Twitter handles congratulated each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the fans can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing while I was watching this, you usually watch the comments of everybody and whatnot, and there was a fair share of, EA did this, or, Sony did that, but I didn't really see a whole lot of, this is so much better than this, and I saw a little bit of that from Nintendo, because Nintendo did do a pretty good job of their presentation, but everybody was pretty much just saying, I love this game, I want this game, I want this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was getting too, the parts I did watch on Twitch.
This year made it really great to be a gamer.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait for all these games to come out so we can bring you more content.
Exactly.
so and I can spend more money.
Yeah.
Yes.
More
I
money.
can't wait to be broke in 2 months.
Right.
Yeah, before this
yes,
E3, I was perfectly comfortable getting one console and sticking to that console. Now, and with the extra, now that both consoles are on the same price, in the same price range as well, it makes it more enticing. And that Assassin's Creed 3 or Assassin's Creed Unity, that blew me the fuck away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
As well as the what's it called? The Order 1886, that blew me the fuck away. And
That's right. I did miss that. I actually wanted to learn more about that after watching that.
I
part,
think-
You can check it out at teamdebot.blogspot.com.
Indeed.
we have all the trailers there, teamdebot.blogspot.com. I love it when you say that, Randall. Anyway.
The plug guy here.
And we always have our links up there at TeamDBAH on Twitter. So check it out.
And
Forget
on
this
our
time.
RT
Hell yeah.
page.
Yeah, and our
We-
RT
we always
page where
link-
George posts normally what we're playing on Friday Night Debaucheries.
Which will be Halo 4 this week.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
how convenient. I mean,
Don't
You
forget to
wanna-
send a message
you wanna
to
know-
Charlie Daedra 8282 on Xbox Live if you want to play.
Right, and if you actually want to play, go to the site, read when it's happening, respond.
That's all we ask.
I ain't going to tell you guys. You guys are going to find out this time. All right, so thank you for your continued love and downloads. Thank you for sticking with us this long, if you have indeed stuck with us this long. Thank you, Jamie, for staying up this late.
Thank you, Jamie, for staying this late with us the entire time.
And also, Jamie, thank you for telling us that very painful story.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry.
We lost him for a second.
Uh,
I'm back there.
it's all right, man. We're almost done. Trevor, thank you for trying to silence
Yes.
the rowdy. Thank you.
Yeah, trying was probably a bit out of my abilities.
You made a valiant effort, kid. And thank you, of course, for coming out. Craig, thank you for coming out, man.
No, thank you.
And also, while I was just being inundated with different tasks at work, thank you for putting the videos up as well, because that was super awesome. And doing all that fucking research, man, I really do appreciate all that. Let it
Not
never
a
be
problem.
said that, and let nothing in this place ever be a thankless job, because that's rule number one here. We say thank you. Actually, we also say thank you to the gentleman who's recording and editing all this shit together.
Hell yeah. It's only
Mr.
9 o'clock,
Randall?
so I got a good couple hours ahead of me of editing.
And that's the benefit of being in a different
West
time
Coast.
zone. West Coast. I've been your host, Charlie Danger 82. Remember, check out teamdebot.blogspot.com. Gentlemen, thank you for tonight.
Welcome.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And everybody out there, thank you for your continued love and downloads. Last week, we went through the fucking roof. So if you guys keep that up, we will be most gracious. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
And until next time, don't be a hero. Good night.